It's late evening near the icy Yalu River, and Hyeonseo Lee crouches, heart hammering, every breath stolen in the thick tension. The border between North Korea and China is just 200 meters away. One wrong step could mean death or brutal imprisonment, not just for her but for her entire family. She holds a small bag, clutching her fate tightly. Where could she run? And what if she's caught? The story of her escape is just beginning. Hyeonseo grew up believing North Korea was the greatest nation on earth. But famine and whispers beyond the border planted seeds of doubt that would grow into rebellion. As a young girl in Hyeonseo, Hyeonseo watched neighbors weaken and starve during the 1990s famine. What contradicted her indoctrination screamed louder than school lessons. The propaganda claimed abundance and power, yet everyday life told a brutally different story. This clash ignited a gnawing question. Could her sacred homeland actually be a lie? Imagine brainwashing like a cage without chains, walls built from repeated lies, fear, and isolation. Hyeonseo's education, media, and conversations all functioned like a complex web trapping her perception. This mechanism ensured citizens saw only the regime's carefully crafted truth. Understanding this cage is like realizing the walls are paper-thin once you find the door, a terrifying and liberating revelation. This dawning doubt set Hyeonseo on a collision course with the regime's control. It ignited a fierce hunger to know the truth, transforming her from a loyal daughter of North Korea into a fugitive. The surprise? Doubt didn't just challenge her beliefs, it forged her courage to risk everything for freedom. At 17, Hyeonseo crosses the frozen Yalu River into China, alone, terrified, unprepared. The journey to freedom quickly turns into a game of shadows and survival. Under a dark moon in 1997, Hyeonseo tiptoed across the treacherous Yalu River. Armed with only a borrowed jacket and fading courage, every crunch of ice felt like it echoed alarm bells. Border guards were ruthless. Being caught meant brutal torture or death. Her escape was not just physical flight, but a crucial gamble on life, liberty, and an uncertain future. Once in China, Hyeonseo had to become a ghost, assuming multiple identities to survive. She mastered Mandarin quickly, navigated unfamiliar cities, and crafted convincing lies. Like a chameleon shifting colors, she learned the hard truth of identity. It's often a mask you wear to stay alive. Her 7 different names were shields against capture in a country where North Korean defectors were hunted relentlessly. This dangerous balancing act stretched for years, but it transformed her profoundly. From a scared girl fleeing famine, she became the linchpin connecting her remote family in North Korea to the outside world. Her courage a lifeline. The twist: she became not just a survivor, but a bold leader orchestrating rescue missions where one wrong step still meant death. After 12 years, Hyeonseo risks everything to smuggle her mother and brother out of North Korea. The stakes: endless danger, unspeakable cruelty if caught. Huddled in a cramped apartment in China, Hyeonseo traced routes and safe houses with trembling fingers. Every line on the paper map was a lifeline for her family. Their survival depended on bribes to border guards, careful timing, and pure luck. Each step was a dance with death. The stakes: if caught, her family faced public execution while she lived with a shattered soul. Navigating corrupt officials and shadowy smugglers required a mix of charm, cold logic, and fierce determination. It was espionage with heart, lies woven with love. Like a spider weaving the perfect web, every connection mattered. The operation reminded us that in the darkest games, human will can outmaneuver the cruelest regimes. Finally crossing into South Korea, Hyeonseo's family tasted freedom like a gasp of fresh air after suffocation. Liberation wasn't just political, it was deeply personal, a reclaiming of identity and hope. The shock: after years of silence and fear, reunion forged a bond stronger than years apart could break. Back by the frosty Yalu River from the opening scene, you realize Hyeonseo's escape was just the prologue. Her real story was the relentless fight to save family while rebuilding life twice, in China then South Korea. Her courage teaches us this: freedom isn't given, it's seized in moments of doubt faced head-on. Next time you feel stuck, try asking what uncomfortable truth you're avoiding. It might just be your path forward. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.